I like we in the garden, huh? Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind, he say you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on, my creators? You already know when the high go. It's the neighborhood Rude Spread, Soldier of Hip Hop, Remo Marak. We're here for another edition of C.U.T.S. You know what the C.U.T.S stand for? Culture, Urban, Technology, and Sports, my creators. You know what I'm saying? To my right, to y'all left. Yeah, am I right to y'all left? You know what I'm saying? But what can I say about this lovely lady behind next to me? Vivacious woman, hardworking woman, probably one of the hardest working women I know in the industry. I've known her for a very long time. Probably, I want to say 2000, I want to say 15, 16. So it's about nine.
16,
Nine.
Yes.
9, almost about to be 10 years. But every time I see her, she's always kicking it. She's always doing something that's amazing and dope creatively. Yes. As you know, she was on C.U.T.S before. You know what I'm saying? She was on this platform before. Now she's here as an author, published author. Nonetheless, this book right here, Lights, Bills, and Action. Nonetheless, I got my homegirl, the one and only Lulu Lopez in the building. Lulu, what's good? What's going on?
Oh God, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
No. You don't start that again. You're not sharing, and you doing all this great stuff. I need Lulu Lopez energy.
Lulu Lopez, baby. Thank you for having me. Woo!
There we go. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I am so excited to be here to announce Lights, Builds, Action, the reality of chasing a dream.
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. You definitely told me about it, you know, behind the scenes, behind the wax and everything like that. And, you know, I read the concept and everything like that, which is so dope. And even before even starting the show, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, in 2025, I feel a good amount of creatives are starting to understand, like, yo, you need some capital to achieve your dreams.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And regardless of how you go about it, okay, fine. If you want to say starving artists, which for me, I'm going to keep it a buck. I really never was a firm believer of the starving artist. You know what I'm saying? Especially how the industry is and everything. Even back then, you know, back in the days and stuff like that. But even now, that's not cutting it, because you have an abundance of people that are entertainers, that are actors, that are filmmakers, that are media personalities, that are content creators, influencers, streamers. It's like, how are you getting above the cliff? You know what I'm saying? How are you getting above water? How are you like going above the pack or separating yourself from the pack, for that matter? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, we got to have a better understanding, and the main caveat of what everybody does that's in this industry, that's doing what they do in the industry, is how you plan.
Yes.
So definitely with you off the rip, let's talk about that. Like, what's been the most key things of your planning in your career? Like, take us into that.
Well, the book is about chasing your dreams, like you said. It's not, and this is not only for starting, let's say, entrepreneurs or dream chasers. This is also for parents, because I feel like as a parent, and if you're single, so it's not, but it's for everyone at the end of the day. But I think like persistence, which talks, this is why you must get my book, because it talks about how persistence, patience, a lot of patience goes with this. It talks about actions speak louder than words, that you just can't sit around. And even if you dedicate 5 minutes to your craft, to your dream, 5 minutes, if that's all you can do, it's worth it, because you're heading to a step up. Don't think, because sometimes people give up, and it's talked in my book as well as one of the chapters. They think, because I'm gonna give up because I don't have time. Everybody has time, even if it's at 2 a.m, even if it's even after you wake up 5 minutes. So that persistence, because that's gonna take you out of, like you said, starving artists. That where you dedicate your time, even if it's for 5 minutes, it's very important, because eventually you're gonna see little wins. You know, even little wings are always big wins, depending on how you see yourself in the future, and that's very important. So I wanted to make this book about dreamers that are holding down their 9 to 5 all the time, and then they think because you have responsibilities and you can chase your dreams because when, where, and I trust me, out of everybody, like you said, I am the epiphany sample of what it is because I worked a 9 to 5.
Right.
And I know what it is that sometimes you have to say no, like you were telling me today, I gotta go to invest in my dream.
Right.
So I know that it's difficult because you have bills to pay or you're a single parent and people depend on you. But this is a motivation, inspiration about what to do, steps. We have affirmations in the book. Okay. There's steps on what to do, how to do it, how patience is. Don't give up. Yes, take time if you have to take time off, take time off. It's just, the book is so great. Inspirational. It's an easy, fast read. That's why I wrote it. It's small, but I also wanted to. I'm very passionate about making sure people keep pursuing their dreams and not giving up, no matter how difficult it is. And another thing is that a lot of people clap at the end for you and they applaud for you at the end when they see you in the big movies or on cable
interviews and television, national television, yes.
But they don't understand what goes behind that, all that work, that rush that we put in to be in the place or to see ourselves to get to where we are. So a lot of people don't really talk about what goes behind closed doors for us entrepreneurs, dream chasers. They don't understand everything we give up sometimes, the rush, the no's, when we get those no's, the rejections. So I want you to read the book. It's really, really good. It's an easy read, fast read. It's not boring, and it's part memoir as well, which the last chapter it's gonna blow your mind.
Nah, that's what's up, and I'm really glad you really touching on these things because I feel like because what social media does for many, right? It kind of eliminates what you just spoke about how seeing behind the scenes or seeing what it takes in the process. And for me, a lot of times in my career, I did it intentionally. Like if you've seen behind the scenes stuff, or if you've seen, if I'm at events, like how I'm shooting it or why I'm shooting it or why I'm there or whatever the case may be, because, people like to dismiss the work and only want to focus on the glory. And you know what I'm saying? And, I'm glad, like I said, you're touching on this because it's needed. It's key. I mean, like I told you, I've been passionate about this for years because even for me, I'm still a 9-to-5er who is in the industry, right? Yes, I'm in education and everything like that, but in the same token, I'm starting to see a crossroad. You know what I'm saying? Like before, the crossroad would be like fall. But as of late now, I see the crossroad ahead of me because, things have increased. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that I don't care about my job. No, I will never say that. You know what I'm saying? Or else I wouldn't sacrifice, 13 years of me doing it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Or just alone the about to be 20 years next year, 20 years I sacrificed, for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I still work towards my plan.
Yes, correct.
At the end of the day, and I think that's what gets misconstrued out here. It's about the planning. It's about the planning. Look, the ones that are making it,
so
they can front and say whatever they want on media platforms about their journey and everything like that. They know good and well there was a plan ahead. It wasn't just woke up, here's Hollywood. Correct. Woke up, here's a poppin' lit podcast. Woke up, here's me as a streamer or whatever, and I'm lit now and I'm popping. No, there was a plan put in play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And each level of the step up, the plan increased.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it got larger.
Well, for us, because nowadays, unfortunately and unfortunately, there's young kids that just get up and start doing something dumb on social media, and then they become a one-time sensation. Now they're making millions of dollars. That's very like the 2%. This book is more about the struggle. I want people to not think that they're alone, that we we've gone through it all as well. And when they see me on TV, because I have the movie that came out with in Christmas of 2024.
Yeah, right.
Victoria Rockwell, Jennifer Freeman, an amazing cast. It's on BET, and it's going to be on Lifetime December of this year. And people watch you on the big screen, and they don't understand how difficult it was just to get there. And a lot of people think, oh, she probably got lucky. Oh, she's pretty, so she probably slept with someone. That's the reality, because unfortunately this industry is that way. Yes, there's people out there that are that way, but I just wanted to part memoir of it. This is what really goes behind it. But even if all those harsh up and downs, you still should keep chasing your dream. And it guides you it guides you step by step on what to do.
Now that's what's up. I want to ask you real talk. Like, what moment in your career where you personally felt you had to choose between, giving up and really sticking to your dream? Like, what moment do you feel in your career? Like, what was the pivotal moment where you was like, nah, the give up's not happening. I'm staying right here. I'm staying on this course. Like, take us into that.
Oh, yes. Well, I can't believe that's so funny. Did you read my book? Not yet. Because it sounded like you read my book.
No, I didn't read the book. I'm just saying.
Come on.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, this is two entertainers, talking.
You're really good.
No,
this just shows how good he is at what he does, ladies and gentlemen. This man. My book just came out last week, so of course he hasn't had a chance to get it, but which I bought him a copy, and I'm gonna sign it just for him. But
that's what I'm talking about, my creators.
But this is just because he is so good at his job, because he's asking the exact questions that of every chapter that I have in my book.
Hey,
like, what is going on?
I'm just saying. I mean, we're both vets. I mean, I said my years of how much I sacrificed, being in entertainment, since 2006.
But you are amazing at what you do.
I appreciate
your podcast is your name. I don't see anybody. When I hear podcast, I hear Remo.
I appreciate that. No, real talk. I mean, because what it is, like I said, when it comes to cuts, I think what a good amount of people don't understand is, could I have easily been up there and had 300 episodes and everything like that? Yes, it's possibly 300, 400, 500 episodes, yes. But, with cuts, it's a different platform. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's creatives like us and many others that I've had on here speaking about the real truths behind the scenes, and as well as to debunk the ill-advised narratives. And I think, in these times that we're in, people are just so much focusing on ill-advised narratives and thinking that it's facts, and then going forward and spewing it out more and more, and then going online and spewing more and more. And it's like, yo, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Are there people or figures within this that have sparked off tremendously off the rip? Yes. I'm not saying that can't happen, but when it comes to the majority, we're speaking to the majority, in this entertainment biz, majority of people in this did planning. I mean, we got to stop acting like it was a magic bean or, oh my God, it was
because you got the plug, people, you slept with people.
Yeah, all this nonsense. All this nonsense. Don't get me wrong; those are instances.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're not.
It's not. It's not what is. It's not what's prevalent. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's an instance. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad, for you, for what you've done and what you're doing, that you're coming out with this book, and you're really touching, not nerves, but you're really touching almost damn near souls of creatives.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got, I don't know about you, but I've always felt, for years, we got to get it back to some kind of standard. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Technology, opens borders for everybody, right?
Correct.
But then again, it's like, all right, what's really the value in that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, about talent and everything like that. It's it's just value. How much are you, the entertainer, really valuing what you're doing when you come into this space?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, and like I said, 20 years doing this, just about 20. I mean, next April will make 20 years. Sacrificing and doing this, but it's I've seen so many things behind the scenes, and even so many things just on the scene, and I'm just like, yo, people just don't understand.
They don't understand.
Yeah, they just straight up don't understand. They just straight up don't understand. And even people that are close to me, I mean, and I'm, my career, I'm always, being transparent here on cuts. You know what I'm saying? Always going to be transparent here. Like, I never ask people to give me support. Correct. The only thing I ask people straight up, just respect what I do. I don't care, even if you don't feel, it's not at that level, or Remo's not really that star, or Remo's not really
You're
that
media part. Me, Remo.
No, it's all good. No, I appreciate it. Listen. At the end of the day, that never stopped Remo Marak.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That never stopped me on what I have to get done.
Exactly.
At the end of the day. All right, that's the reason why I get the respect that I do.
Yes.
Believe it or not, people don't think that's the reason I get the respect I do. It's not because he's the best star, or he's the best entertainer, or he's the best media personality, or he's the best A&R or whatever. It's because of my determination and my will, and also the respect that I have for the game, and as well as the respect that I have for myself, and for the fact of the respect of the hard work and the sacrifice that I put into this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, of course, that's what I would have a guest like yourself come up here, who's an established actress, established media personality, you know what I'm saying? Established filmmaker, entrepreneur, established damn near established author. We can say it right now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's the reason why people come here on this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that, in 5 years, of doing this platform, yes, this is episode now 159, right? So what? I don't care. But the reason why I was so selective because
correct.
There's people that I know will invoke a better energy and invoke the better information that needs to be given out. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, salute to you, and so and regardless of what is going on. But let's get back to it. Let's go to mental health in the industry. That's a key thing. That's a very key thing.
I'm telling you,
before
we even ask any questions, I just wanna read the chapters, the title of the chapters, because I want him to understand. Chapter 1 is The Dream is Born. When your dream starts to born, when my dream started to born. Number 2, parenthood and motivation. Chapter 3, lights off, bills due. That means when you have, because some of us have been there, that we can't afford to pay the rent because we're out there hustling for free to get our names out there so we can be able to be where we are right now.
Right.
Chapter 4, the balance act. How can you balance life and chasing your dream, your everyday life with kids or husband or rent, and then Chapter 5, fuel for that fire, meaning want it.
Yeah.
Like he was saying, want it as much as you wanted to play with that Nintendo when it first came out.
Right.
Chapter 6, actions speak louder, meaning get up and do something about it, not just think about it, do something about it. Chapter 7, the power of patience and persistence, because persistence is extremely important, and having patience too, because you just talk about how social media, in this chapter it talks about how social media has shown people stardom, and automatically everybody was like, gets you kind of depressed in a way, or makes you feel like you haven't done enough, and how can this person got there before me and I've put in more work, or vice versa. It's a lot. So it's the patience that we have to speak about. Chapter 8, which right now you just asked me, mental health. So chapter 8 is called Rest with Intention. Boom. Rest with intention. So to answer your question is,
I was about to get to
as
it.
mental health, especially in the industry, it could be very draining. It could be very draining. And another chapter of mine here is also protect your peace and guard your energy. So both of them, that's on chapter 13. So both of them is, how do you protect your mental health? So sometimes, especially us in this industry, for me, I spoke about this, it's okay to take a break.
Right.
A lot of people feel like they feel pressure, like if I started, if you started, you have to finish. But if you feel mentally, because it's very mentally draining.
You gotta take a break.
You gotta take a break. You gotta rest with intention. But while you're resting with like in my book, I don't want to really, but you must read it. While you're resting, think about ideas. Think about, I'm sitting down. Sometimes for me, resting is traveling.
Right.
And when I travel, I get, without even thinking about it, I said, I got to take a break because I have to travel because my head, my mental, sometimes, like you said, it's kind of, it could get depressing because of social media. So what I do is I travel and just to have my mind free to think about something else for a few days. I'm not saying drop off your dreams and not come back to them.
No, of course.
But I believe that for your mental stability, you really need to rest and protect your energy, because if you know social media is bad, right now it's getting you depressed because you're seeing all these people making it and you're not making it, or you're not at that point right now. Take a break from social media for a week. Disarm the application so you don't even have to see it.
Right.
There's so many other ways. Meditation, I've spoken about meditation as well here in my book. So mental health is very difficult, especially in our industry, because our industry it's so correct. It's so, what's the word I'm looking for, Remo? You know, in this industry is very, very different.
Nah, I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep it about, like, you always hear the cliche term or cliche not nuance, seance. You know, this isn't for the wary. Straight up, it's just not. And I'll even be even more transparent. I've talked about it a lot on platforms, you know, when I've been a guest appearance on other platforms, stuff like that. Shit, I'll keep it a buck. I try to kill myself for this early in my career. Like, try to, like, end everything, kill and unalive myself. However you want to say it. Yeah, no, I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Because when I got into this industry in 2006, before that, I was working at a high fashion women's store. I'm not going to give them the name because I'm not going to give them the credit. Yeah. I mean, I think they're out of business, but whatever. Yeah. Who cares? You know, I was in a transition of, okay, it was like, I was kind of like, I graduated college. I was still hooping. I was still, you know, balling in leagues and stuff like that. But then it was like transitioning and coming in entertainment. You know, big up to my mentor. His name is Doc. You know, my man Doc, he runs Invite Only Studios. You know what I'm saying? I had a great talk with him, whatever. He was like, yo, get into entertainment. So, I went through the hardcore route, worked at Central Casting. I was a background actor, one-line actor, you know what I'm saying? Worked all the shows, you know the line, how it went, Law and Order, SVU, Nurse Jackie, Elementary, Friends with Benefits with Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake, the whole shebang. I went through it. So, me going into it, I was happy-go-lucky, because I didn't really, I knew about the industry, but I didn't know what would happen to me being that type of actor and, a one-line actor, right?
Yes. So
I ain't gonna lie. The first 4 years, they was using me amazing. Like, I was nonstop.
Work.
Right? But then 2010, it kind of was decreasing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know about it. Like, when you as an actor to actor, you know how this goes.
Yes.
When you're on the hot streak, it's great.
Yes.
But then there's a period, it's going to stop.
Ups and downs.
So I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in media at that time. I think around that time I was still doing like my YouTube media, Ream TV, but I wasn't Remo Marak yet.
Yes.
I was still Kareem Tyson. I wasn't Remo Marak yet, right? So
you fell into depression.
Yeah, it was bad because what it was I started feeling like appeasing myself to people. Like, oh, hey, nah, I'm still on auditions and this and that, and I was appeasing a lot around that time. I was appeasing, and then I was getting scared because there wasn't an Instagram at that time. There wasn't, YouTube was there, but it wasn't like what it is now.
What it is now.
You know what I'm saying?
So much easier now.
Yeah, right. So, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how to pivot.
Yeah.
And then I was getting stupid depressed, and I ain't gonna lie, it started happening. I was thinking about it, like the killing myself.
I never knew that.
Yeah, killing myself. There was multiple times. Tried to put myself in front of the 4 train when I was living in the Bronx. Tried to put myself in front of the 4 train. Alcohol binges nonstop. Crazy ones. You know what I'm saying? The knife to the throat type. Wow. You know what I'm saying? the very last one, which to wrap it up, and then we get back to the conversation. The last one was, because I used to live, like I said, I used to live by the Bronx, and I was ready to just throw myself over there right by the 207 bridge. I was ready to throw myself over. Yeah, this is the real. No, this is what needs to be said. No, this is what needs to be said. And by God's grace, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
A dude, I don't know if he was either Colombian or he was Mexican, whatever. He was a Latino man. And I'll never forget, I had one leg over the rail, one leg over, and one leg still like in. You know what I'm saying? I was like, just before I was about to grab me.
He grabbed you? That was an angel. That was an angel.
Yeah, right. And threw me to the ground. He said something in Spanish, but then he said, yo, you stupid ass. Like, what's wrong with you? Fucking crazy.
Wow.
So real talk. So I hit up my homegirl, one of my dopest people's homegirls or whatever, and we went to the BBQs. I met her at the BBQs right there in Broadway, in 164.
Oh, yeah, Washington Heights.
Yeah, Washington Heights. Met her in the Heights, and I just let it all out at the table. And around that time, there wasn't no social media to even care or give a damn about that. If anybody filming you, whatever crime, but I just let it out, and I just told her, like, yo, I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of appeasing people. I'm sick and tired of feeling this way. I'm sick and tired of losing my self-love. And I ain't gonna lie, from that point on, you could say is like the inclination of, this is Remo Marac. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call people call me Remo, but as far as it was the starting point.
The starting point.
You know what I'm saying? And what I want to tell people, and I'm looking at the cameras right now, what I want to tell people is, you got to take care of your mental health in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Because this industry could really pressure you to lose your self-love, lose your id, and even lose your self-worth, your identity, and your identity of what you're supposed to be for you. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I always tell that story is because once I survived that, everything else, nose or whatever, I didn't give a damn about the nose. I just went and did it.
Yes.
And went and go do it. So you know what I'm saying? So that's why I applaud you with coming out with this book, because it's needed. It's needed in this industry. It's needed in this generation. It's needed in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bugged out to me how we allow a marketing tool like social media to dictate our lifestyle.
Yes.
Which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And there's another. There's a documentary. I think Netflix still has it. It's called the oh my God, I always forget the name. But it was a documentary about the social dilemma. So it's a documentary about the people that used to work at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I think I heard of it.
They tell you about what it was, about what they did.
Yeah.
And I was like, once I saw that video, that even added another change to me and my brand.
To your mental.
To my mental, to my brand, to a point where that's why when it came to COVID, and I'll say the increase for me and my brand came around COVID, was because I started working on my SEO.
Oh, okay.
My search engine optimization.
Yes.
So that way, that the casting directors, if see you, regardless if they don't go on my Instagram.
Yes.
All right. How can we find this guy? Boom. And then I'll keep it a buck. Me working on my SEO, that's what got me on more national television spots. Even though back in the days I was on national television too.
Yes.
But as far as in my adult older vet stage, that's what led me to a couple of national television appearances, and just on the scene and just alone, bigger and better, because at the end of the day, you gotta know what to do in this business. And then that's the thing. When I got in the media in 2012, that's what helped me be Remo Marac now, because I started understanding the business. That's what we gotta do. That's the key. Besides the planning, if you're in this industry, you gotta understand the business. You know what I'm saying? The glitz and the glamour and the fame, and you getting in pictures and getting clicks and all that.
It's all nice and
views
all,
and the light. It's nice and all and everything. It's until you really understand the business of it, then it's it's amazing, it's dope, it's lit, it's fire, because you have both of them working now. If it's just glitz and glamour and fame, and your business is is shaky or it's ass or it's trash or it's not up there. Yeah, it's gonna be a shaky road for you out here.
Yes.
That's just real talk. That's just is what it is.
Yes.
It's gonna be a shaky road for you out here. You know what I'm saying? So definitely,
and all that is spoken in the book. Like I said, protect your peace, guard your energy, learning from rejection and failure.
Right.
So it tells you how to learn from rejection and failure. And I know you guys, this is not just a book. It's what I've been through.
Right.
So it's more personal.
It's testimonial.
Yes, it's testimonial. So you will feel me in this book once you read it and realize how, because it's an easy read. And I want people to, when they read it, understand it, feel it, celebrating the little wins, picture it and live in it.
That's it. Yes.
I speak about having vision plans, vision boards.
Vision boards, yes.
I speak about this here. And then the last one, the day I almost gave up.
Yeah. So I'm glad you touched on that. Don't say about it what's in the book, because I have it right here. I mean, I have it on my notes, but I'm just we're gonna touch on it. Have you ever had to choose between your mental health and your career momentum, or like a point in your career that was like a high momentum for you in your career? Like, was there ever a time you had to choose your mental health over it? Like, take us into that.
That I had to choose between my mental health and my career?
Yeah, as far as like, all right, let's say like there was a high point, but then during that high point, you still there was like not high issues with your mental health, but there was like maybe some stress you was feeling. Like, take us into how did you like cope with that, or how did you like deal with that per se?
Wow. That is a tough question. That's a tough situation. I've been on it maybe 3 times in my career. To deal with the mental, again, I think we had touched on it. You do have to, it's who you surround yourself with as well. It's extremely important.
Right.
Like, be around people that are motivational, inspirational, that are not wanting you to give up.
Right.
That's super important, because when you're in that mental state, and then you go tell somebody, or somebody sees you depressed or sad, and then what they do is they're going to try to say, well, maybe it wasn't for you, discourage you from keep going to chase that dream. And then that makes you probably more depressed, or you start overthinking more. So I think that protecting your energy and the people that you surround yourself with is very, very important. I have been in that state where I've been really high. Do you want me to give you an example?
Yeah, let's say like if it was like between one of your runs, like one of your filming runs or acting runs, like it was a high run, but you still were feeling like pressured, or there was a certain anxiety that you were feeling. Like, take us into that if you want to.
I would say, I don't know if it has to do with acting. I'm trying to think if it has to do with acting or with in the biggest career when I was filming nonstop.
Yeah, like let's say, what can I say?
It looked like
a good run year for you, to my understanding. I want to say, all right. So let's say like 2017 or 19. I feel that was a run that you was definitely on back to back. To my approximation. Let's take us into that, like that time. Like what were you like feeling mentally, even though things are good, but then
exhaustion.
Right, yeah. As far as that, like, was that kicking in? Like, take us into that.
Yes, correct. So there was a time that I was filming nonstop, and I was doing so much. And I thought it was because I was happy the dream was getting close, and I was going from one set to the other. I committed myself to do theater as well, a comedy skits in Midtown, and I was doing that, going to rehearsal, then filming, and I was happy that the dream was coming, but I mentally, when I got home, I realized I was running on fumes. And I was like mentally exhausted, but the body was exhausted. And I think that's when you have to ask yourself, you should chase your dream, but it should be, again, with patience.
Right.
and don't think because you're doing you're gonna say no to, which is in my book, to one thing or one project, that's not, because at that moment mentally, if you cannot do it, don't force yourself to do it, because eventually you would have other opportunities. Just like this one came, you have other opportunities. But if you have other things on the table, like I did, and I just was taking on so many things, I felt like I was completely no fumes whatsoever. I had no fumes. I was mentally exhausted. Then I started realizing that when I started filming, I wasn't giving my all. Like, I mean, we're all our worst critic.
Right.
Especially right now. I hate, another thing, fun fact, people know, nobody knows this about me as an actress. I am super shy and I get tongue twisted every time I get interviewed. It just feels, I could interview.
Well, no, not with me though. I don't.
No, not with. I mean, not much with you, but I could see. I'm still anxious and nervous.
Okay.
Because it's not. I know that so many viewers are gonna watch this, and it just makes me feel. And a lot of people are like, "How can you be shy if you're an actress? And when you're acting, you're playing a role. You're not being yourself."
Yeah.
So, and I've interviewed Jimmy Fallon. I've interviewed Joe Torre, the Jets players, everybody you name it, Malik Yoba, my good friend. Right. But you're putting them on the spot, so I feel like they're putting me on the spot, even though I love to inspire people.
Yeah, no, that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact with you. Not real talk. All right, not to say of the union you're with. I know you are with the union. I don't want to get too crazy because I know they get political of it. But let's get into that. Like, because I think the last time we were on, we did kind of touch on it. We didn't touch on it a lot, but we did kind of touch on like, all right, because the landscape is changing, and then the value of the of union, it's not as not dominant. What's the word I want to use? It's not as, I want to say dominant. It's not as vigorating as it once was, right? I want to know from you in that regard, because I got it here in my notes. In 2025, the landscape has changed with the strikes, streaming wars, and AI. Do you feel an actor or being a union actor still has his edge? What do you feel? What do you feel on that?
No, I think it's better actually.
Okay. All right, take us into it.
I feel like right now, especially, we won this with the strike, and we beat it, and we stood together, and we fought this together, and I think that proved that. Yeah, just because we're actors, we're not just going to allow what we deserve. We fought for what we deserve, and we beat it. And I think due to that, it has made a lot of, like, especially, the union realize that we're not here and we're not just going to put out that, we're here, we're professionals, and we deserve, respect. And I think that now the union is doing so much better also with diversity.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good.
That's all good. That's all good. It's all good.
I'm forgetting my Spanish and I don't speak English. Oh my goodness. And this is the lady that wrote the book. No, but yeah, I'm kidding. Again, these are my nerves, honey. It's my nerves. I get shy. I'm shy.
It's all good.
But yeah, no, I think that the edge now comes from being like informed. I think it's more it's more adaptable to us now as actors, and it gives us a lot of I feel like it opened more doors for us. I think it's better than how it was before. Before, I believe it was a little more, and I don't want to say the R word.
Right.
Especially with us minorities, or accent like my Spanish accent. So now I believe that the union is actually doing much better. And yeah, I believe that. I see the difference.
And also too, do you feel since you've been in the union, do you feel it's given you like the confidence and power to say no to things that would be seemingly, unfair to you, or for that matter, like you don't feel the necessity of having to be in certain type of projects because you have the union behind you. Take us into that.
Correct, 100%. Oh my God, being that we're part of the union now, it's like you paid your dues. Like here, like I'm not gonna do something that's gonna be for no pay, or some people try to take advantage of you. And when you say, "Oh, well, I'm a union actress,"
right,
they realize for some reason they value you more because they say, "Okay, so they see union as an experience."
Right.
And it comes hand in hand. So, she's an experienced actress.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten approached to jobs that are non-union, and then they realize I'm union, and they're like, I know that, but I will pay you extra, or jobs that even SAG, and then they say, oh well. You are. We were supposed to say SAG.
Yeah, so I mean, so you say union.
Oops.
Yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. It's all good.
So union, and they say, well, they for some reason, there's union and non-union projects, and then I don't know why they come and they lowball you with some money or offer. And then when you tell them, oh no, I'm union. Oh, you are a union actress? The way they see you is so different.
It's crazy. Wow.
These producers and especially independent films, they see you differently. They see that, like, again, that you come with experience, that you paid your dues, that you could bring a lot to the table that will make their project much better.
Right. That's a whole fact. Yeah, I'm glad you touched on that. I mean, even me over my career, I wasn't union, but I did the best I could, but who says no? It can't happen. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it totally. You know what I'm saying? And even me, people would ask me, "Oh, well, Remo, like you ain't union or whatever." I said, "Listen, trust me, brother or sister. If I had the opportunity to be union, if I was able to get my waivers and go be union when I was doing the acting, it was like I did for you." And that was another thing too, to take it back to when I was being transparent. That added on to my stress because trying to get the waivers so I can be union, because I knew, like, okay, down the line, okay, this is going to be imperative for me.
Yes.
Going down the line. Yes. Couldn't get to that point, right?
But I wanna touch real quick. I don't want you non-union actors or performers to believe that we're talking down to them.
No.
We were part of it, and yes, you're right. Sometimes non-union actors work harder than union actors, but unfortunately, in the industry we're in, the big guys don't believe that.
Yeah, right.
They think the contrary.
Right.
Which, in a sense, union does come with experience. That's the only thing I take from them. But that does not mean that a non-union cannot work as harder or better than a union actor.
Right.
Just want to
Yeah. No, that's good. No, I mean, that's what this platform's for, is to get that information out. And also, too, I remember when I first started, when I was with Central Casting, and I did start, right? And I was still like hood me or whatever. And I remember I was working on Law and Order. I never forget it. And a couple of SAG actors, SAG background actors and stuff, like actors, I'll say SAG actors or whatever, they were really being territorial, like, yo,
God, I went through that.
We're using these plugs right here. We only use these plugs.
Yes.
Go use the non-union plugs or whatever. So me being me, I'm uptown Harlem.
What
I'm
did
stocky.
you do?
Oh no. So homie was like, thought I was gonna move away, and I plugged my phone. So your man tried to move my charger. My man. And I was like, yo, don't move my charger. I'm not playing with you. I was like, listen. After set, we can get it rocking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And mind you, he's older than me. At that time, I was like, 26, 27? So he had to be at least maybe at that time 35, maybe 40, in between that range. He was an older dude, though. But I was like, yo, we can get it rocking.
No, and the plug is nothing. When it's time for the craft.
That's another story.
They get into
God. That's another story. I was working, what's that show with Kevin Bacon that he had back in the days? The Following.
The Following,
so,
yes.
So I don't know if you ever worked on that set.
Yeah, no.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
No.
They like to get 1,000 people all the time for those shoots, right? So I'll never forget it. Shout out to my man Beanie, yo. My man Beanie, we played ball together at West 4th and all that, but he was a SAG actor, and he's a SAG actor, and he's a stuntman. He's a SAG stuntman as well, right? All right, but it's SAG we talking about, okay, people? It is what it is. Listen,
I don't think they're gonna block.
Yeah, I know, right? But so what it was, it was time for food, right?
Oh my God.
So I got the food or whatever. So all I know is, I guess the people because they were on top of each other.
Yes.
And the one actor like nudged the other one by accident. So I think she decided to throw her food on the actor, on the dude. Dude throw the food back, and I'm near it. Like if you're them fighting, that's you. You're them fighting or whatever. I'm like right there. So Beanie, he was on. I guess they separated the SAG actors. It was in like a big school or whatever. Yeah. So the SAG actors, they got to be on the
get
A.
mad.
Yeah, the SAG
non-union, and you got to go get food.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. So Beanie was on the stage, and he looked out for me. He like, yo, Remo, yo, come here, come up here, bro. Yeah, bring your stuff up here. I don't care. Bring your stuff up here. And you know what I'm saying? He saved me. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie. Real talk. If that food would have landed on me, I probably would never be I would never be an actor. I'd be stuck in media. I'd never be able to act again. But I would have lost my mind getting food thrown on you.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with you.
No, and then it's funny because when I saw that was Orange is the New Black. I worked on Orange is the New Black.
Oh, those sets,
this was 10 years ago.
Those sets are hilarious.
Let me tell you, they had like the most wonderful buffet for the SAG actors. Yes. And then the non-union, we had like snacks, and they had like a whole buffet, but we snuck it. Well, that's when I was in the SAG. But I want to tell you, my non-union actors, don't do this. I don't know if I should tell them, but you could pretend. So one girl stopped us, and the producer, the PA, and they're like, "Oh, are you SAG?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then we just walked in. You're an actor. Act like you own it. Act like you're already freaking SAG. Visualize it like it says it in my book. Picture, visualize it. When I was in SAG, I just walked in and I was like, just to get that good food from the SAG. I was like, yes, and I keep walking like I owned it. So I visualized it, baby, and after that, I became SAG.
Yo, that is a whole fact. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a whole fact.
After that, I became SAG. So listen, non-union actors, because these SAG actors get so upset.
Yo, they be wildin'.
Because they look at you dirty too. Because if you're an extra, I remember when I was paying my extra dues, and you will go into the union. And there's a lot of SAG actors that do extra work.
Right.
I'm not one of them anymore, but doesn't mean because I'm better. It's just I just choose not to.
No, you did enough in your lifetime.
I did enough. Exactly. I'm burned down from extras.
Yeah, right.
But I remember that one time we walked in and they were looking at us like this. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's wild.
Come on now. You ain't SAG. And I'm like, they're haters. I don't know why.
It's wild. I remember one time. I remember there was another shoot. I think it was on Wolves. It's the movie Wolves. I was in that, right? So I'm one of the ball players or whatever. So one of the SAG ball players, he was tight. Because they chose me to do some extra work with the ball. But I was like, yo, because...
Why?
No, because where they did it at, it was at West 4th. So the scene was at the cage. But people knew me, because when I got there, right? So when I got to the courts, oh, Remo, you going to be in this movie? That's crazy, Remo. Oh, that's crazy. You want to be in the movie. So the PAs, they already see me. Like, we was doing, like, before the shoot started, we was doing, like, trick shots. So... we was just daring each other on shots. So I think I made like a couple of shots from the handball court or whatever. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's wild. And whatever. So the SAG actor, they were choosing like who could get like the extra in the scene to do the scene.
That's
so the SAG actor was tight. That they made him like waiting on the gate, and meanwhile me here I come, yo, but he's non-union. I'm like, bro, this is my home court. Like they know me here. Yeah, this is my home court. You know what I'm saying?
Said I'm SAG too, baby.
And I really,
in my mind.
Yeah, right. And I say, yo, I really play ball. Like,
you play ball, yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So it's funny you say that. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with it. You about to play the new game?
Oh my God, his games! I can't do the games. I lost that last time I was here.
No, this one there's no losing or winning. So this is the new game, courtesy shout out to Drink Champs. I always say it. You made a hot line. I'm making it a hot song. It's called Bars of Cap. So Bars of Cap, you know what I'm saying? It's a scenario. I'm asking you scenario situations, right? And bars, it means truth.
Okay.
And a cap, cap is cap. Cap's a lot. But you get to talk about it. Ready?
No.
No, come on. You got this.
I'm just
Ready?
joking.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Casting directors can smell desperation through a Zoom audition. Bars of cap.
Bars.
All right, why? No, get yeah, why?
100% bars.
Why? Why 100% bars?
Because you're in a Zoom.
Right.
You're being visualized. They observe your body language, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. Casting directors want to make sure if you're too eager for the part, they might take that as your inexperience or you're desperate, and you don't want to look desperate.
Right.
You never want to look desperate. And another tip as an actress, when you walk in an audition, the worst mistake a lot of actors do, especially newbies, is they say hi and they want to shake hands too.
Nah,
never, ever,
nope,
ever.
Nope, that's a whole fact.
Yeah.
My OGs told me that. They told me they used to tell me that even when I started doing it, and then once I learned from them, I was like, oh yeah, all right. So next one. If you didn't cry in your car this month, are you even an actor? Bars or cap?
Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. That's really good. That's really good.
What's up?
Hold on. If you didn't cry
right
in your car this month
or anytime,
you're not an actor.
You're not even an actor. Bars or cap?
Bars.
Why bars? Come on, speak about it. Why bars? Speak about it.
I'm gonna tell you why bars, because first and foremost, I believe we are all actors.
Okay.
Every human being is an actor.
Okay.
No. Secondly, I think that if you don't cry, well, the question is actor or good actor, but I think that if you're crying, you're emotional, you have feelings. And as an actor, that's something that you have to portray.
Yeah, it's not the lines
and emotions.
I mean, I know pretty much from the actor coaches you've had and the actor coaches I had, the main caveat is that it's not the lines.
No.
It's the emotions.
It's the emotions.
It's not the lines. I mean, yeah, you could say verbatimly the lines, but a lot of casting directors and directors, they don't give two shits about the lines.
No,
they give two shits about, do you understand the story? Do you understand the time? Do you understand the place?
Correct.
And do you understand your emotions that you have to put into the character?
So you have to cry. You have to cry. Even in your car, even if you want to practice, even if it's real, if it's real, it's even better. But yeah, of course, you have to, if you didn't cry this month in your car, you're not an actor, especially an aspiring actress or actor, because, you have bills to pay. There's things, hence why the book states that. Sometimes there's a couple of times, and it's written in my book, that I've sat in my car crying because of the bills that I have to pay and the struggle that it is to get to where I got to.
All right. Next one. This is you're definitely gonna laugh at this one for sure. I mean, you've been laughing at a couple of them, but you're gonna laugh at this one. All right. IMDb credits don't pay the rent, but they do help you sleep at night. Bars or cap?
IMDb credits don't pay the rent. You said,
don't pay the rent, but they do help you sleep at night. Bars or cap?
Cap.
Nah.
Wait, they don't help you pay the rent?
They don't help you pay the rent, but they do help you sleep at night.
They don't help you pay the rent. No, I think it's cap.
Why is that cap?
I'm going to tell you why it's cap.
Okay, why is that cap? Go ahead.
Because IMDb actually does kind of pay the rent if you really think about it. Why? Because when they look up your name,
right,
and you're in IMDb,
right,
it comes back to experience. Right. That means you have experience. IMDb is like your resume. You can go apply to a job and you have no experience. Really? Like, I want to be a engineer, and I come in and but I don't have a resume, and my resume doesn't show anything of engineer. IMDb is your resume, your business card. So a lot of producers and directors, they go directly to that. It's like saying if you have LinkedIn for a corporate job. If you don't have one of those, they look at you like, okay. In reality, IMDb does pay your bills because you get hired based on what you have in IMBD.
All right. Only reason I say bar, right?
Why?
I say bar because
I want to hear this one.
if you if you are an actor or actress that does take it serious, right? And not saying that IMDb credits don't lead you to it, but you're not on edge to think like, okay, the next audition you go to, it won't happen because you at least you have that in the back of your mind. I'm saying in that regard, I get what you're saying, but for me, I always felt like, okay, granted, IMDb is it's not a resume builder. It's a mark. It's a consistent mark. It's a credit mark.
Yes.
Right. So at least you're not like a non-actor that doesn't have it, and you still struggling. Per se. If you're non-union actor or actor, if you know what I'm saying, or a union actor, you have that.
Yes.
That actually is the more foot to the door than versus if you didn't have it.
Correct. No. Okay. So
right,
so I think in that regard, it's both bars and cap.
Okay.
Because 50-50. We gotta agree to disagree.
Disagree. All right. You need three things to make it: talent, timing, and a cousin at Netflix. Bars or cap.
Ooh! That's hysterical. Oh my God. And I'm gonna say something. So 3 things to make it.
Yeah. Talent,
timing. Yes, timing.
And a cousin at Netflix. Bars or cap.
You know what? This is gonna be like the last one, and I'm gonna explain to you why. I think it's both. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I have the talent, I have the patience, but the timing. But I do have a cousin on Netflix, and he's huge in Netflix, and he don't even talk to me.
Oh, that's crazy.
I would have made it or probably been bigger right now if I can connect with him. Forget about it. But you are okay. I would say it's more if it wasn't that situation that I'm in, if you have your cousin and you get along with him, 100% bars.
Right.
Bars.
All right. Next one. I'll finish this project right after I organize my desktop for the 17th time. Bars or cap.
You mean if somebody?
So this is pretty much on your filmmaking to producing tip
and writing tip.
Yeah. So I'll finish this project right after I organize my desktop for the 17th time. Bars or cap.
I'm gonna say bars.
Okay, why bars?
I'm gonna say bars because a lot of us have done it.
Yeah,
a lot of us
have done
it. That we start something and a project, and then we just I don't know. And you know what? That's funny. I believe I spoke about that in one of my chapters. I don't know if it's fear. That sometimes the anxiety of fear of that you're almost close to the finish line or you're about to start something new and it scares you. So you start doing rearranging your desktop for the 15th time. So that's definitely bars. Okay. And it's fine. We all have been through that. It's called anxiety.
That's cool. All right, here we go. Nah, that one. No, this one. This was kind of funny. All right, that Canva Pro subscription is the closest thing I have to therapy. Bars or cap.
The what?
That Canva Pro subscription is the closest thing I have to therapy.
Cap. Come on, that was easy. Cap. No.
Why cap?
No.
Why cap?
No. Listen, people. GBT or ChatGPT, and nothing is your therapy.
Okay.
I believe that you should, especially for your mental health, especially as in this industry, we should have a therapist.
Right.
Even if you're not going through anything, everybody should have a therapy session at least once a month just to get things out of your chest.
Oh, all right. Every creative has at least one project they call coming soon for 3 years. Bars of Cap.
Oh my God, so bars, so much bars. Let me tell you, people. I mean, hello, that's an easy one, Remo. You're giving me easy
All right. Hey, listen.
Listen. I've been saying I was going to write a book 10 years ago about my biography, but eventually I switched it up and I changed it to this. But it took kind of 10 years if you really think about it. So all of us do it.
The real art is pretending you understood the client's feedback. Bars of Cap.
100% bars.
All right, speak on it.
The client's feedback.
Like,
so like
you pretend. Like let's say if you have a client for what you're doing. Let's say if you were filming for a client or whatever, or as an entrepreneur. This is like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I have my vegan makeup line.
Right. Okay. So you pretend you understood the client's feedback. Let's say the client goes, this vegan makeup just didn't do it for my skin. But you just go, oh yeah, darling, don't worry about it. It's okay. You just got to use this one. So that's basically pretending that you didn't understand their feedback. So that's why it's Bars of Cap.
No, it's cap. It's cap because you have to understand. Yeah, 100%. Like your clients, your producers, your directors, it's your feedback. It's the clients that are buying, you're purchasing your product. So you have to listen to them so that way you can make changes and grow from it. You know?
I bet. Entrepreneur is French for I do everything myself. Bars of Cap.
And you know what the funny part is that I speak French too. Oh snap! But I think that's a little that's funny. That's a funny one. I would say bars.
That's bars. All right. You explained it. All right. I became my own boss. I became my own boss so I could work 24/7 instead of 9 to 5. Bars of Cap.
Oh my God, absolutely bars.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Bars.
Yes, bars. We work harder on our business and you could clock out at 9 to 5.
Right.
But you cannot clock out of your business.
Nah, you can't. Nah, definitely not.
You constantly have to be.
That's a whole fact. Yeah. All right. Every entrepreneur has at least one failed brand they don't talk about. Bars of Cap.
Oh, of course, bars.
Okay.
More than one. A couple of failed projects. But I would say, because you spoke about you mentally and how you failed and I
how
spoke
it made me
about
feel. Yes.
how many, in my book, I spoke about so many failed projects that I also had. So yeah, it could be both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My business plan. Step 1, vibes. Step 2, invoices. Bars of Cap.
Your business plan.
Yeah. Step 1, vibes. Step 2, invoices. Bars of Cap.
This question. Damn.
That's hilarious.
That's hysterical, actually. That's hysterical. Vibes or invoices?
Vibes and invoices.
Woo! I would say both. I can't choose. I would say both.
You want both?
I'll say both.
All right, but why both though? You got to explain to both.
Vibes, because you have to. As an let's say my book, I have to give it out. I have to give that vibe that, listen, you can't afford it here, but I want you to have it because I want you to really understand what's in there, because I want you to take that in.
Right.
Not only that, you will refer to somebody else. It's more marketing. But then at the same time, invoicing, because you also want to be, you don't want to be like here, Oprah Winfrey, and be like, one for you, one for you, one for you. You want to start invoicing and making, is that the question?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you are making that sales, because the reason why you did what you did and put in all your hard work is to get some profits from it.
I bet. Last one. And then I know you got to get going. I do too. Got to pay the bills and all that. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, light bills in action. Yes. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you haven't posted a motivational quote on Monday, are you even hustling? Bars of Cap.
Cap. No, cap. Because let me tell you, if you're hustling, you don't have time to be posting motivational quotes for the world. Now, if you don't get me wrong, I do post motivational things when you have time, but it doesn't have to be on a Monday.
Right.
No, because then then you're just on social media the entire time. Then where's your hustle at? I don't have time. Sometimes I just post and leave, maybe once in a blue. But no, if you're really truly hustling, you're working in that project and in that hustle. You don't have time right now. You do that. You motivate people after you make it, baby. After you make it, then you can sit back and write a motivation every Monday on social media, baby.
All right, man. We have to end with Bars of Cap, but we're gonna close out.
Get these Barnes and Nobles.
Get the book, Light Bills in Action. Barnes and Nobles, Amazon,
Google Play, and it's gonna be in iTunes soon.
iTunes as well. You know what I'm saying? Go get the book. Real talk. So let's finish out like this. I always like to finish out with people with fill in the blank. Lulu Lopez knows blank will happen if blank will not stop her.
Oh man!
And then we get up.
Hold on. I gotta. Lulu Lopez will know blank
if blank doesn't stop her. And then we getting up out of here.
Lulu Lopez knows that if she doesn't give up, Lulu Lopez knows that if fear doesn't take over her and doesn't give up, that she's going to make her name, her Latina name, she's going to be the next Latina superstar in Hollywood.
Woo! All right, my creators, on that note, you already know what it is, man. We're here. This is Lulu Lopez, the one and only Lulu Lopez. In the building. You can follow on Instagram. It's Lulu Lopez official. You know what I'm saying? Follow on Instagram. You already know what it is, man. Neighborhood Ruger Sprayer, Remo Marak. Follow me on everything at Remo Marak _. You know what it is. Culture, urban technology, and sports. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon Music, DJ Chase Radio FM. You know how this goes, man. You know how my slogan is, right? Hands over the eyes. And it's the one, baby.
He's the best.
It's the two up. You already know what it is. We out of here. We call that peace.